Get ready for more rain through Saturday, another drop in temperatures, and these winds are staying gusty, especially through the daytime hours. We are going to look at another shift in our weather pattern, but we are still unsettled. Hey everyone, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center. We're going to take a deep dive into your most reliable forecast, including the rain, the winds, the huge cool down, and what comes next, when our warming trend begins, and if temperatures are going to get back into the 80s anytime soon. So buckle up, it's going to be fun. We're going to look at conditions right now, what's been happening and what's going to happen, how those changes are going to impact our forecast. We'll start off with right here and right now, a quick look across Central Oregon. And what we see is a little bit of light snow through the Cascades, areas of clearing, but also some showers off in the distance in several of these cameras. And that's because this is not quite the beginning of an active pattern. It really started yesterday, but it will continue through Saturday. And so today there's just another cool down and another round of rain, but it is our first rain that we've seen in quite a while. It's just been scattered light showers pushing through the high desert. There was one cell that produced a little bit of lightning out near Prineville Reservoir earlier this afternoon. We're talking 2 or 3 strikes. That's about it. Outside of that, these showers have been very hit and miss, but we're not quite done with it yet. Quick look at the bigger picture shows there's a little bit more moisture west of the Cascades, and that is rolling this way. Now the mountains are going to absorb most of that moisture, most of that shower activity, but some of it makes it into the high desert. And then one more wave of moisture is going to develop and sweep right into Central Oregon tomorrow, and that's going to be as this low descends over the Pacific Northwest a little more than it is today, and that's when temperatures drop even more. That's when our winds are staying gusty, and that's when the bulk of this shower activity is expected to roll through. And at the moment, because of the Cascades through North America, it looks like our low is kind of breaking up, but you can still see that general counterclockwise rotation, and that's going to continue here through the day tomorrow. And then by Sunday, we see another shift in our weather pattern. So right now, winds are a little on the breezy side. We can tell that because those white lines are isobars, constant lines of pressure, and when they start to stack up on each other, that's when we know winds are stronger, and that's what's happening at the moment. But this counterclockwise circulation is continuing through tonight and tomorrow, and then we turn our attention to this broad ridge of high pressure out over the Pacific Ocean. It's actually been intensifying and weakening just a little bit here through the last couple of hours, but as we go through the rest of this weekend on Sunday, that's our next transition day. That's the rebound day. That's the day when we start to get more sunshine and temperatures begin their climb back into the 80s. But between now and then, still got a little bit of precipitation to go. Right now, you are looking at a high-resolution forecast model, one of the ones that I use on air, and we have some winds overlaid on top of rain and cloud cover. And this is actually a blend. We have 2 different models represented on this one, so it's going to help paint a good picture of what to expect. Through the rest of this evening, we are looking at some showers, a little bit of snow in the Cascades. By tomorrow, as that low digs even further into the Pacific Northwest, more rain is expected. And then by Sunday, we start off with clouds, and by the afternoon and evening, more sunshine is expected. Winds won't be as strong on Sunday, but still breezy for many of us. Now, when it comes to relative humidity, if you're in any of our higher elevations or at the foothills of the Cascades, you have higher relative humidity than everywhere else, but this is nowhere near dangerously low when it comes to percentages because we're in the 30s with 50s and 60s on the map when it comes to relative humidity percentages. And so that's not bad. And that also means that the vertical column is a little close to saturation in a couple of spots, so those showers are reaching to the ground as they push through the high desert. Now, temperatures in the last 24 hours did not go very far. Topped out in the 60s with a few 40s and 70s. A lot of what you're seeing on this map is holdovers from yesterday. Some of it is even midnight temperatures from earlier today because there was a huge drop in temperatures in the last 24 hours. Right now, we're sitting in the 50s with 45 in Sisters and 64 degrees in Warm Springs. Look at this next graphic. This is a delta T graphic. It is the change in temperatures within the last 24 hours. And right now, this evening, we are running between 9 and 25 degrees cooler than we were this time yesterday, on Thursday, on Juneteenth. and that big drop in temperatures is going to stay with us for another day, actually getting a little cooler through the day tomorrow as well. So that is something we're continuing to track, the drop in temperatures. But if your rain jacket and hoodie is getting more action than your sunglasses and sunscreen, then you're not alone, because this has been happening across the high desert. It's going to happen for another day, and temperatures tonight get chilly. We're talking 30s, some of us in our higher elevations even near and below freezing, and for the rest of the high desert, we do not warm up much at all through the day Saturday, with temperatures topping out in the lower to mid 50s, some upper 50s, and a few 60s are expected. Now, this is dramatically bringing our UV intensity forecast down into the low range. With more rain showers expected, our temperatures are going to be in the 50s, but more importantly for UV intensity, that cloud cover in the rain is really going to filter the sun's rays. And so we are in the low range. By Sunday, we start to clear out. By Monday and Tuesday, we're talking sunshine, some clouds, and with that additional sunshine and warmer air advection, we're looking at temperatures that are going to be picking up quite a bit too. But sticking to UV intensity forecasts, there's not much you need to know tip-wise when it comes to low UVI. You can be safely outside. Sunglasses when the sun is shining through the clouds. You might want to keep a hat handy, not for sun protection really, but more for the showers that are expected through the day tomorrow. Now, our warming trend that's on the way starts on Sunday. Remember, Sunday's a rebound day. Sunday's a transition day. So between now and Saturday, still unseasonably cool. Showers are expected. Winds are going to be gusty, and even with gusty winds, we don't have much of a fire risk because of the rain that's going to be continuing to fall. Now, going forward past Saturday, Sunday, we start to clear out, start to get that sunshine. So clouds in the AM, sunshine in the PM. Temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 60s with some 70s. By Monday, mid to upper 70s with a few 80s expected. So that's going to be a quick climb, a quick warm up in our temperatures. But by the beginning of next week, we're starting to get closer to average for this time of the year, maybe a little bit above, and then even warmer. By the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back into the 80s across the high desert. Now, Saturday is our best chance of showers through the next 7 days, hands down. Now, as we get closer to Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll already be in a position where we've started to see a lot more sunshine. That really starts on Sunday, but Monday we dry out. Tuesday and Wednesday, if winds start to pick up because of another system rolling into the region, that could raise our fire weather concerns later next week. But between now and then, don't worry about it. Here's a look at your forecast model. This is a traditional model that we typically show on air, and it shows that here through the overnight hours, we are looking at a lull in the shower activity, and then by tomorrow, more rain rolls through. It starts earlier in the day, we're talking before noon, and continues until the evening hours. Then we start to see some clearing. By Sunday, we really see some clearing. All the way up until noon, we still have a lot of cloud cover, and until those clouds thin out, there's still a chance of some lingering showers. After that, sunshine on Monday, sunshine on Tuesday. Late in the day on Tuesday, some clouds could roll into the high desert. But looking a little bit further past that, this is the GFS model, our long-range forecast model, and it shows that we keep that sunshine through most of Tuesday, some late clouds by Wednesday, partly cloudy conditions. That's a weak trough rolling through. It brings a dip in temperatures. No rain is expected. We're back to sunshine Thursday and Friday. So, altogether, between now and Sunday at 11 p.m., we are expecting some showers. Let me go ahead and get rid of this graphic right here and pull in the correct one, because that was not the correct one. But ultimately, we are expecting to see some showers between now and that time. So most of us are going to get wet. Most of that happens on Saturday. A little bit of snow in the Cascades. I think that forecast model, the high resolution one, is overdoing it. So let's go to the 15-kilometer one. And this one was on point all winter long. Now it shows some light totals in the mountains. Most of the rain pushes through on Saturday. We're all getting wet. And winds, already gusty, are picking up through the next 24 hours once again. So right now, gusts between 20 and 34 miles per hour. Actual winds are between 10 and 20 miles per hour coming out of the west and the northwest, and here through the overnight hours after midnight, we start to see tapering winds again. This everything to the left is your observed, so it really started getting gusty here during the last couple of hours, and then again around the same time, midday and afternoon tomorrow, winds are going to be gusty again, but by Sunday, back down to a light breeze, and that's when temperatures are really starting to rebound. So for tonight, 30s, a few 20s and 40s expected, some lingering showers. By Saturday, 50s, a few 60s possible. More rain, stronger winds, and here's that 7-day planner. Sunday's our rebound day. We start to get more sunshine. Temperatures begin to pick up. We're through the 70s and into the 80s by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Notice Wednesday's weak system does bring a slight dip in temperatures. Wind speeds pick up, but not much in the way of precipitation. So ultimately, some much-needed rainfall is happening across Central Oregon, and it's going to continue through the day tomorrow. Your weekend headlines for this Friday, June the 20th include more showers and gusty. That continues Saturday, and that big cool down stays with us, but by Sunday, that's our rebound day. That's when we start to see things shaping up into more favorable conditions. But hey, if you're into agriculture, you're loving the rain. If you do have sensitive plants outside tonight and tomorrow night, you might want to cover those up. But going forward, days 8 through 14 next week, next 7-day planner, we're looking at temperatures that are going to be above average for this time of the year and not much in the way of precipitation again. All right, everybody, that is the latest in weather. And right now I'm going to leave you with a quick look at that current radar. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. We'll have the latest headlines and news and your most reliable forecast. Otherwise, hey, have a good weekend, and we'll see you later.